Well, it's been one of the most divisive issues in trying to negotiate an end to the war in Syria. But just days before the Geneva II conference, the United Nations says Iran is invited to attend the talks. Tehran is one of the Syrian government's main allies. UN Chief Ban Ki-moon says he believes Iranian leaders can play a positive role in bringing an end to the three-year conflict.
Foreign Minister Zarif and I agree that the goal of the negotiations is to establish, by mutual consent, a transitional governing body with the full executive powers. It was on that basis that Foreign Minister Zarif pledged that Iran would play a positive and constructive role in Montreux. Therefore, as convener and host of the conference, I have decided to issue an invitation to Iran to participate.
And Al Jazeera's Alan Fisher has more from Washington, D.C.
Ban Ki-moon says he spent the last 48 hours speaking to a number of diplomats around the world, trying to build some sort of consensus and some sort of momentum as the parties head to Montreux for the first part of the Geneva II talks. His invitation to Iran, well, he's made it very clear that although some countries are concerned about their presence there, he says he is the convener and the organizer of this conference, and essentially he will invite who he wants. He's also extended an invitation to the Holy See, essentially the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican, and the other members of the UN Security Council. He believes that there's strength in numbers, showing support for the process. But he knows that the Iranians are key players in this. He says that when he spoke to the Iranian foreign minister, he had made it clear that if they were coming to Montreux and then on to Geneva, they had to sign up to the principles of Geneva I, essentially that they would work towards a transitional government in Syria that was acceptable to all sides. And he says that the Iranians have agreed that. He believes that by this show of strength, it will help improve the prospects of coming up with some sort of diplomatic deal. But he knows that despite international support for these talks, first in Montreux and then in Geneva, it's going to be down to the Syrians to get round the table to discuss the political future for Syria and to come up with a deal that will end the fighting and the dying.